What's up guys and welcome back to the episode trying to top 1000 in Classic, and we're starting off very quickly here. There is this huge Mule Deer bug which spotted us, and I did want to take it with the recurve bow, so there wasn't really a lot of time to get into it because I only spotted the small one at the start, and then I just kind of saw that one coming up close and was like, oh no, gotta get that one really quick. But yeah, I'm on Logger's Point this time. Again, hoping for a non-typical Mule Deer buck, and this is a really good-looking start. I mean, that guy is huge. I didn't get a score estimate on him at all, so it's kind of a surprise of how big he can actually be, and of course how big he will be. But let's find out. And 193. That is pretty impressive. I was thinking of getting a like a skull mount for it, though I would like a 200 plus. So decided to just go for a trophy shot because honestly 193, I think personally that is still very much trophy shot worthy because it is a pretty huge buck still. Might not be 200, but very impressive nonetheless. And yeah, honestly that's an awesome start right here, and hopefully that should set the tone for the rest of the hunt, and we'll get a bunch of other stuff as well. And this was pretty much the exact opposite of what I was looking for, looking for those impressive mule deer bucks. But we did come across a female cottontail rabbit up to 1920 for the score estimate and a 1.9 kilogram weight estimate. So definitely has the potential to be great. So we'll actually just take our shot here. Got the 22 in cases like these. And yeah, not really an issue at all. Of course, I mean, there's a rabbit. That's not really gonna get away. But yeah, I honestly did not expect to find any decent rabbits. I usually get like 10-15 rabbits each hunt, like depending on where exactly I go along on the map, but they never really end up being all too good. And I think that's mostly just because I shoot every single rabbit. Like if I see one, I'll grab it, and I don't really like try and look for really good ones. But surprising enough, I actually found a decent one here, up to 1900. And of course that does mean you would actually place on the leaderboard if you could get like an 18 something. So hopefully we can get that, and sadly enough 1.7 kilograms and 1725 score. That is not bad, like by any means. It's really not too bad, but not quite as big as I was hoping to be, but it's still good. I moved all the way up here onto this tower, and we have this nice bobcat coming in. Of course, these are always on Logger's Point and a nice surprise to get. 7 to 10 score estimate, however the weight estimate sadly is 5 to 20. If that could have been like 10 to 20 would have been very nice. But still has, of course, the potential of that score estimate to be very impressive. So we'll take our shot here with the recurve bow again. And yeah, hit it right into the head, pretty much dead on. And I do think there was something somewhere, and yeah, there's a doe over there, but I don't think there's anything around that I could really spook currently if I go over there and just quickly grab the bobcat. I do absolutely love this tower here. There's so many deer all the time. Now mainly you get whitetail, but you occasionally get a few mule deer bucks, and of course bobcats, coyotes, all of that stuff. Hogs, of course. But for now, let's take a look at our score here. Not a bad weight here. 8.2 score. That's not bad, but a little lower than I was hoping for. I feel like I've said that already. But yeah, 92 GM, most definitely not bad. But I would love like an 8.5 or maybe even a 9 for the lodge. Definitely want that. Now, of course, there is coyotes here as well, which I think I forgot to mention a second ago. So we'll grab this guy up to 58, and perfect shot. We're still using the recurve bow for pretty much anything and everything I can find. I'm really scared of what's gonna happen once I run out of bows to use to like mainly hunt, because I think there's like the heavy recurve, the cable back, and then the longbow I think still left, though I don't really know how efficiently you can actually use those. But for now, let's not worry about that and instead check out the score on this coyote. And 54. Now that is actually surprisingly higher than I expected. The exact opposite of what I've been saying. 107 GM And yeah, pretty impressive. Of course, they do go up to 60, I think is the max, and you need like a 58 for the leaderboard. But honestly, not a bad coyote at all, and I'm quite happy with that. Now, there is actually this nice whitetail buck coming in. Though there is actually 2 stickers, if you can actually tell on video, I'm not sure. But decent score estimate right there. Probably would be towards the higher end of that if it weren't for those 2 stickers. But yeah, went for the rifle this time. I think you could see all the way at the back there was a hog running away, but didn't really care too much. I wanted to reset the hunt anyway. And yeah, a doe and a small buck over here. Really, like for whitetail bucks, this spot is so great. If you're looking for a good one or a non-typical, really can grind this out, place a tent here, and you'll be golden. It's really nice. And yeah, looking pretty good here. Of course, those 2 stickers will sadly make a dent in the score, but 165. That is really impressive. Up to 175 was the score estimate, so if you exclude these 2 stickers right there, one at the back and one at the front, like around the same place, that probably would have been like a 170, like really close to max. So took a trophy shot of that, never not gonna do that. And hopefully we can still get a few nice mule deer bucks. Back to coyotes, and this guy actually has the max score on it, up to 60, so hopefully can be really close to that. That would be awesome. So let's try and sneak in our shot right there, and dropped it perfectly. And honestly, I've been enjoying hunting whitetail bucks out here so much that I really haven't been looking for mule deer as much as maybe I should have. But really, I've been enjoying this so much, just sitting up here calling in whitetails, and there's so many bucks coming in over and over. Like if I don't see something, then I just restart the hunt, start the tent, and there's just like 3 more. It's so great. Really loving this. But the coyote is 51.83. That is sadly like really low on that score estimate. That's actually quite unfortunate. It's even lower than the other one we had, which went up to 58. But I mean, it's always like this, you know. They have a minimum and a max. You can sadly never expect them to be really close to the max. You always gotta be in the middle somewhere. And this time a little bit unfortunate, but what can you do? Still a nice coyote nonetheless. And of course, I switched towers this time all the way down here because I was thinking I might have some luck with mule deer down here. And look at that, whitetail buck 140 to 165 high rack, looking absolutely beautiful, and that small guy right there. Now I do want both, so I will actually use the recurve on this one instead. And I don't like that shot. I think it's a little bit too far there. I don't think I could actually instant drop it if I didn't like hit the heart or maybe somehow got into the neck bone or something. So we'll give it another call and wait for it to just take a few more steps to have the rifle reloaded in case it runs away. But now it's actually looking pretty nice for a shot, and right there. Through its brain, through its head, maybe actually neck bone, not brain, but yeah, let's just take this one with the rifle. Because, well, I of course did want both of them. I don't really care too much about waiting for that second guy to come close enough so I can shoot with the recurve. And yeah, I do like the Hyrax on it. A little bit unfortunate that usually the Hyrax aren't the highest scoring ones. And 157.75. Another pretty nice whitetail buck here. 84 GM as well. And actually did hit the brain and the neck bone. So that one was not going anywhere. And of course there's, you know, the absolute giant down here. The one and only. Let's see where it actually is on the ground. It's here, and yeah, looking mighty impressive. Probably gonna be like half of it. Oh, way less, like a third of it. That's, I mean, you know, it's hunter score, it's GM, that's fine. And we did have a pretty nice whitetail buck. Now we are back right where we started, and there is mule deer bucks coming in. Of course, you can see the small guy right there, but there is 2 nice ones there at the back. And I think this guy's the one I'm looking for. Nope, up to 185. The one I spotted earlier, the one I'm actually trying to call in, is up to 210. So that is not him. These small guys are actually coming scarily close here. And I don't think I can shoot it with the recurve. First of all, it's a horrible angle, like right there, you can see it behind the rock. And I don't think even if I could drop it instantly, the others might actually still spook. So I'll see if we can actually get that guy before it runs off, because you could definitely just see it spotted us, like it snapped its neck towards us. It's not this one. Yeah, it's that one right there in front of it. And this one still sees us, so we should hurry up and get our shot in before everything spooks, and I'll never know which one exactly the track is I'm looking for. It's not that one, so it has to be the one in front, which is right there. This is the guy I'm looking for, and dropped it. Perfect. Let's see if we can actually, take revenge on this guy here for ruining my plans. Let's see, and nope, cannot take revenge. Missed my shot, unfortunate. But yeah, I was definitely looking forward to getting more than one here. Of course, that's why I mainly used the recurve, but I really didn't want to risk spooking them. I think the first one was far enough away, like the small one, but with that angle, I wasn't confident in my ability to actually instant drop it. Well, let's take a look at this guy. 112 kilograms and 182 score. Not bad at all, honestly. 86 GM. And yeah, doesn't look too bad. I don't see any stickers or anything, so I think that was just unfortunate, but yeah. I think we'll head back to the launcher because, we had two really nice multi bucks, so let's take a look at our hunter score. Alright guys, we're going to be in today's episode on rank 1873, which means we've gained 19 ranks, as well as a hunter score of 25,915, which means we've gained 106 hunter score, which overall is always successful. I mean, every time I get over 100 score in a video is pretty nice. And yeah, had a few nice bucks, sadly still not the final non-typical, but one day we'll get them. But yeah, thank you for watching, I'll see you next time, and bye bye.